Rocco, any loss is tough, but when you rally like that and put up 6 runs in a single inning, only to then see the lead disappear, how deflating can that be?
Yeah, it's there's a lot of ups and downs in this game, and we're playing some games over the last couple of weeks that resembled this one. You know, sometimes we're winning the game, and sometimes we're not, like today. And it's, you know, I don't want to say it's as challenging as it usually is, and with the group that we have, we're able to just keep playing and keep going and give ourselves more opportunities to come back and score runs and hold them. We've had a tough time stopping them from scoring. They've had good at-bats since we've come into town, and they have a couple of hitters that are swinging the bat real good right now. And feels like, you know, almost, you know, they're hitting a lot of different pitches right now too. We have to execute pitches better though. You know, no matter which way you look at it, we have to make better pitches. We're getting to 2 strikes. We're putting ourselves in some decent spots, and then we're, you know, with just a lack of execution, we're kind of making it easy for them because we're just throwing it in spots where they can do damage.
Speaking of pitching, with Devin Smelter, home runs weren't an issue for him early on. They've kind of become a problem. Why do you think it's suddenly an issue?
You know, I'm not sure. To be honest, as I sit here right now in this seed coming off the field, I'm not sure exactly, you know, what's leading to the issues. Could be a few things. Usually it's leaving the ball up and out over the plate, and that's, you know, probably the end of the story, and it usually is. But there's some other things we can dig into. But I can't. It's tough for me to comment on it, but it's something that we, you know, should think about.
If Nick makes that play, it's a nice play, but it's one of those situations where maybe being aggressive comes back to bite him. I guess, what's your thought process on that, the balancing, being too aggressive but not being afraid to go for the big play?
Yeah, it's an in-between kind of play. We want guys to you know, play the outfield aggressively. I mean, that's not crazy to say. You can't play the position passively and think you're going to go out there and make plays. But when a guy, you know, hits the ball like that, you know, when a guy scalds the ball, sometimes it's tough to get the right read on it and know what to do. There's not a lot of time to make that decision. The ball's hit really hard. You know, if he has a chance to make the play and he doesn't go for it, it's the matter of one step. It's literally a matter of like 1 or 2 steps. You have to decide you're either going to go for it or not. And then if you're not going to get there, you got to do everything possible to try to keep the ball in front of you. But when the ball's hit that hard, and it's in a huge outfield like this with turf that's, you know, the ball's going to explode off that turf once it hits it. It turned into a real tough play.
With Duran, I know we talked about him pregame and how steady he's been. When he has instances like this, do you kind of chalk it up to just the rookie aspect, and like sometimes you got to go through those growing pains?
I chalk it up to the game is not easy, no matter how good you are, talented you are, how well you execute, and you're going to have days like this. I mean, he's had a couple of days like this year. Most of his days, we know what they look like. They're pretty, you know, straightforward, and he gets outs efficiently and quickly, and it looks real good. Today, you know, it kind of started out when throwing, you know, a 2-strike fastball that the guy got a good swing on, Tavares, and when you have a base runner on to lead the inning off and then they bunt, I mean, anything can happen really at that point. You're in a position where there's a lot of scenarios that can score runs, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a homer or a double to do it. A lot of things can happen. So we ended up in a tough spot just when the leadoff hitter gets on, things get challenging.